Today's episode of the Horselick Review is brought to you by Peach Wolf Designs. Peach Wolf Designs is a creator of metaphysical jewelry and accessories, made to order custom items from necklaces to bracelets and even earrings. Whether for a gift or for yourself, Peach Wolf Designs will create your piece with care and dedication. Choose the stones that most speak to you or maybe even your astrological sign. The choice is yours. Get a little more in touch with yourself, the earth, and heck, even the universe with Peach Wolf Designs. Find their storefront on Instagram at peachwolf.designs. That's peachwolf.designs on Instagram. And help us support small businesses. And here we are. It's the Horselick Review.
It's a good way to seem like it didn't take us 10 minutes to fix this audio.
Yeah, after a lot of audio problems, we are now here, and we are queer. I don't know. But anyway.
It's June, so we gotta be.
Yes.
It's legally mandated.
So, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Welcome. Michael, Jake, Nathan here. We're ready to go.
It's summer.
It's summer
I smell like sweat and fat.
That's nice.
That's okay.
That's my two favorite smells.
It's a gentleman.
I spent
Gentleman's scent.
4 days shitting myself to death with some sort of stomach virus.
Dude, I was sick for like a week and a half. And Biz was sick for like a week and a half.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you vomiting out the...
I wasn't vomiting, but I had like really bad fever. And like,
Yeah. Dude,
felt like I was going to hack my lungs up, especially when I laid down.
I shit over 40 times in like the first 24-hour period.
Nice.
So that's...
The last 10 to 20 were just stomach acid. It was bad.
What's the math on that? Twice an hour?
Something like that, dude. It was terrible.
Twice an hour. All right, I'll start.
That's not too bad.
And my first one's coming from the SB Nation. It's an MMA site. I just thought this was interesting. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of Eddie Hall. You know who Eddie Hall is, guys?
Yeah.
The strong man. He's really cool. He's like does all kinds of different
Yeah.
type of shit on YouTube and stuff. Challenges and just weird stuff.
Then he boxed the mountain.
He did box the mountain. But
Was it Chris
recently...
Redfield?
Eddie Hall wins a 2-on-1 fight with absurd powerbomb and right hand combination. He did an MMA fight in some this company I think called Neo Valetudo.
Okay.
And it's a cage fight, and he was fighting two dudes at once, two smaller guys, obviously.
All right.
It goes on. He's talking about all the things he's done since 2010s, you know, winning Strongest Man, blah, blah, blah.
Having a huge
2017,
YouTube channel.
World's Strongest Man, huge YouTuber, funny, not really cool. He's a cool guy.
Huge donger.
Yeah, hogs the size of my leg. And so anyway, he fought these guys. He's sanctioned. I've seen like a lot of the stuff in Russia where it's like one guy against three dudes. Or,
Yeah, I've seen a couple
or
of those.
one guy who doesn't know how to fight against like three women or like shit like that. Like, but this one's Eddie Hall versus two guys, and it didn't end well for them. It doesn't look like.
Why the fuck isn't shit like that just called Circus of Fight? Like, that's what it should be. Something stupid like that.
Singer Slaughter to Prevail fights bears.
Oh wait, it's
Wrestles
called
bears.
it's headlining the debut
Circus
event.
of Fight.
Yeah.
It's called World.
Russian's
It's called
cool.
World Freak Fight League.
That's fine. That is an acceptable name.
Yeah, it's in a 2-on-1 matchup with the Nafati brothers at King George's Hall in Blackburn, England. And I don't know who the Nafati brothers are.
I don't know. Losers apparently.
Might look them up. I mean, I don't know how skilled fighters they were.
Not skilled enough to beat one man.
Well, it is Eddie Hall. I mean, he's a big old dude. So I mean, it's already right there makes it a pretty hard. Because if you look at the pictures, these guys are quite a bit smaller than him.
Oh man, like what are the rules? If you can like throw a drop kick to the nuts, I think like two dudes should probably be able to do
I don't
it.
think it was that old school of Rafale Tudo rules, but it says after a tepid start to the bout, where the two men darted around the cage avoiding the beast, which they call Eddie Hall for those who don't know. The brothers finally got the gumption to attack Hall. It was not a wise decision.
Hey, we got the numbers game.
Hall picked up one of the brothers who was attempting a single leg takedown, so they had some skills, and executed a pro wrestling style powerbomb, tossing him like a child into a swimming pool. When he got up to resume his fight, Hall then showed off some of the
some of that boxing work with a picture-perfect right hook to turn the lights out and force the referee to stop the bout. So it's not very... there's a video accompanied we could watch. I'm assuming it wasn't a very long fight. Doesn't sound like it. But it's not very clear, like, what did he do to the other guy? Because it says... This makes it sound like he powerbombed this guy, and then when he got up, he punched him in the face and knocked him out.
Do you only have to knock out one person? Do you only have to incapacitate one?
Maybe.
Or was that enough? Was it like in
Maybe
an
the other
action
guy
film?
just ran.
Yeah, like in an action film where you do some slick shit to somebody and the other guy just drops his weapon and darts away.
He runs away, yeah. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. So anybody wants to check that out, it is the World Freak Fight League. Eddie Hall. Fighting. Oh, this is where I saw the video, I guess. The clip is from Neo Valetudo probably on Twitter.
Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. He's always doing something freaky or weird or doing, new shit to like for entertainment. Cool guy. I like him. He's entertaining. Let's go.
You want funny shit or do you want something semi-depressing?
Go ahead with either. I don't care. Surprise me.
Surprise my emotions.
All right. Hell yeah. Sky News, I'm pretty sure.
Sky News. Get your news from
Mexico fire breather fights off marauding mariachis and
dude, I
turf
heard
war
about
over
this.
tips.
Yes. Cover this. I want to hear.
The bizarre fight, apparently over the rights to perform at a lucrative street corner, saw the fire breather turn the tables on his attackers. Security camera footage of the bizarre fight shows one of the mariachis chasing the fire breather, placing him in a headlock before punching him multiple times as traffic on a busy street stops. The fire breather is then seen on the pavement as 5 of the band kick and punch him in front of a... I hope they're playing the whole time.
Oh, yeah, they kicked the shit out of him from what I hear. Yeah.
Punch him in front of a taco restaurant named El Inferno.
See, yeah.
Or Hell in the city of Morelia, west of the capital, Mexico City, on Sunday. But the tables are turned as the man starts throwing fire at the musicians. Or throwing fire? I thought he breathed
From
it.
his mouth.
Fire.
With his mouth.
My boy.
The mariachis, most dressed in traditional white shirts and black trousers, some carrying guitars. See, they could have even beat this man with guitars, and they're still losing. And then seen running away, several of them in flames. So he set him on fire, dude.
Yeah, but I think they kicked his ass pretty good before.
I don't give a shit. If you set them on fire and they're running away, you win.
And he set him on fire.
Yeah, and they're running away from him.
And if he was like, yoga.
Yeah, they didn't incapacitate him.
Yoga flame.
He set him on fire at hell, right?
See, because that makes it even
El
better.
Inferno?
At hell.
Impressive.
At hell.
Impressive.
They quickly take off their burning clothes, and one is even seen rolling on the ground to extinguish the flames. None of the players returned to the fight. See, none of the players returned to the fight.
Oh, okay.
It is believed the battle was over the right to perform and generate tips at a sought-after spot. Because competition for tips in Mexico is so fierce, performers and windshield washers often stake out and defend lucrative street corners. Firearms have been known to be used in violent group clashes over pitches in Mexico City. Well, they had some firearms after, I'm sure.
Damn.
It is not clear how the dispute began, police said in a statement that nobody was arrested and only the fire breather had to be treated. Only the fire breather had to be treated at the hospital, so the other guys didn't even get treated for the... This dude's magic, dude. His fire is magic.
Or they're used to it.
Yeah, they're used to being set on fire.
Maybe their outfits saved him.
Police, yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
He was probably in a loincloth.
Probably.
You know what I mean? He was probably naked to the waist.
Police said he told them he had argued with the mariachis who then attacked him. And the article abruptly ends.
Yeah, that's how I like my articles. To abruptly end with no more detail when you need quite a bit
But
more.
the detail is that this dude kicked like 5 mariachi players.
Yeah, it's pretty
Dude,
awesome.
They could have given him like the old pro wrestling guitar shot, bloodied him, killed, didn't. Sets him on fire, wins.
To be fair, they had to keep playing the whole time.
I don't know, but whenever
That's
when a rest comes up for your part, I feel like you should be able to like tag in and fight.
Oh, for sure. All right. As soon as this gets loaded up here, Here we go. This is from UPI's News. World's fastest wheelbarrow speeds past 52 miles an hour. Look at this guy. Everybody should go online and check out this picture of this guy. He's driving a wheelbarrow, that's for sure.
How's he getting it to go that fast?
It says June 6th, a British mechanic broke a Guinness World Record when he took his motorized wheelbarrow to a speed of 52.58 miles per hour. Dylan Phillips told Guinness World Records he built his super speedy garden tool for fun before he realized there was a world record category for wheelbarrow speed. There's a fucking world record category for everything, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this deck's traveling at 54 miles per hour.
And if there isn't one, they'll probably create one for you if you do it.
Right.
You know?
Just make that shit up.
I ended up building the wheelbarrow for fun. In a little practice run, messing about, I got 37 miles an hour, and then the question got asked if there was a land speed record for it, he told the BBC. So it was just a case of finding out that the record existed, and then deciding to actually do something with this idiotic thing that I'd built.
Bloody speedy, isn't it?
Phillips made the record-breaking run during Straightliners Speed Week 2024 at Elvington Airfield in Yorkshire. He said, taking the wheelbarrow up to high speeds is both uncomfortable and terrifying. I would assume. Slowing down is the issue. It's only got brakes at the front, he said. Touch wood. I've not come off it or had any mishaps with it. It's just uncomfortable.
Touch wood, he hasn't come off of it. And it's just uncomfortable.
Touch wood. It's uncomfortable if you do it too much.
I don't know, you stop. You gotta have a refractory period.
Yeah.
He said it leaves him aching after a couple of runs. It rattles you to bits. It's absolute nonsense, he said. But it's quite a nice feeling at the same time. And then the article abruptly ends. So this guy, what was his name again? Give his name again. Dylan Phillips of the UK. Just set the world record, the fastest wheelbarrow in the world.
Touching wood.
52.58 miles per hour. So anybody out there wanting to break that record, get to work.
Since you're going that fast?
It gave no details on what he used to
build it,
to propel it and to make it go.
They don't want to rash.
I mean, it's really cool looking. People should check it out. Go online and look.
An army
look
of
at the pictures
wheelbarrows.
of it.
Soon the peasants will have 55 mile per hour wheelbarrows, and then we'll all be dead.
Does he need a license for that? Since he's getting some serious
He was
speed?
doing it at an event, so I don't think he's like riding it around to get to work and stuff. Like he said, it's really uncomfortable and shakes you to bits.
I'd take it to Taco Bell and fill up that wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good idea.
Oh man, just speeding down the road eating tacos out of it.
Yeah.
All right, got some sad news. I know this is going to affect y'all quite a bit. Bird flu outbreak could threaten U.S. cow cuddling craze, and I know you all are avid cattle cuddlers.
I love cattle cuddling.
All right, an hour-long session of hugs could pay for a bale of hay, but officials are warning against the practice after an outbreak among dairy herds in the U.S. in 9 U.S. states. The social media trend involves punters paying to snuggle up to a herd, while also helping a small farmers cover their bills. For visitors, it can be therapeutic. However, cuddles with cattle could be under threat after a bird flu was confirmed among dairy herds in 9 U.S. states. Scientists believe it might actually be more widespread across the country's 26,000 licensed dairy farms, not to mention those, dozens and dozens of unlicensed raw milk dairy farms, where people are cuddling those whore cows. In Texas, a dairy worker has tested positive for the virus, but the risk of human infection remains low, according to government officials. Those same officials are urging cattle and dairy farmers to limit outside visitors.
Outside vittles.
Yep, vittles.
Don't you be bringing in any outside victuals. We provide our own victuals here.
No, don't teabag the cattle when you new sanitation measures. Don't teabag the cattle when you cuddle them, I guess.
Cuddling with cattle.
And access limitations have been introduced in the state of Michigan. While the emergency response order does not explicitly prohibit cow cuddling, officials are not recommending it. Director, like, what official, like, dude, even the best of circumstances. I think the FDA, yeah, you should hug Bessie. She likes it. You like it too.
Oh, and just give Bessie. It'll be okay.
Just give her a kiss. Give her a kiss.
I like this.
Director of Michigan's Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, Tom Boring.
Yeah.
From a human to animal health standpoint, now is not a good time to cuddle cows. This is Tom Boring, I guess. This is to protect the cows and people, he added. Restrictions can mean economic difficulty for some small family farms. Hank DeVore said his farm in northern Michigan, and I bet this guy's more of a party animal than Tom Boring,
Hank DeVore
already has safety measures in place. His hour-long sessions book up weeks in advance and cover the insurance bill.
Tommy Lively.
These damn birds.
I think Hank DeVore, if he's got like hour-long sessions that book up, this dude's a cow pimp.
Yeah, for pretty much.
Yeah, fucking cow
I wonder
pimp.
how, he probably keeps his cows super clean.
Yeah, gets them checked out like at least once a month.
Yeah. They're probably just sleek.
Luz and Dan Klotz in Illinois, who own Luz Farms, also have protective measures to ensure the safety of their visitors and to keep their farm operating. 1 hour of cow cuddling pays for 1 bale of hay, enough to keep their small herd fed for a week. It helps a lot, Mr. Klotz said. And the article abruptly ends. It helps a lot.
It helps a lot. The end.
Man, Sky News needs to really fit, like, the great articles, but they got to figure out how to stick the landing, dude.
My next one is from AP News, and it goes a little like this. A New York magnet fisher catches safe full of soggy $100 bills.
Wait, what?
It still spins.
Yeah, so James Kane has used a powerful magnet to fish all manner of junk from New York City waterways. But he says the stacks of $100 bills he pulled from a safe were something else entirely. Kane's girlfriend, Barbie Agostini, was recording last Friday as he pulled a slimy safe out of a lake in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. Famous as the location of the 1939 and 1964 World's Fairs, and extracted bags of waterlogged, gunk-covered Benjamins from inside. "Oh, that's money," Kane said in the video of the discovery. "Oh, it is. Stacks of bills, dude. Oh, my God," Agostini says.
No, they didn't.
Dude!
The couple estimates that the safe contained as much as $100,000, though the bills were partly decomposed and stuck together. The bills featured the 3D security ribbon that indicates recent vintage, but the safe bore no clues to a rightful owner. Kane and Agostini said they called the police to report their discovery and were told there was no evidence of a crime. "They gave it to us as, I guess you call it, a finders keepers thing," Kane said. The New York Police Department's Public Information Office said in a statement that the value and authenticity of the alleged currency could not be determined due to its severely disintegrated condition. Kane is far from the only magnet fisher who has made a mark in recent years. A magnet fisher found a human skull padlocked to an exercise dumbbell in New Orleans last month. Wow, that's an even better find than $100,000. Someone fishing in a creek in Georgia in April pulled up a rifle and some belongings of a couple who were killed 9 years ago. People who dabble in the hobby have long ropes into the water attached to powerful magnets, some capable of staying latched to objects weighing 2,000 pounds. They drag the lines through water and mud.
I hauled up a metallic dead cow to cuddle it.
Yep. It's a golden.
Yeah, it's that golden camel that the Israelites used to worship.
Hauling up objects that would likely go unfound by a beachcomber with a metal detector. Well, of course, because it's down in the bottom of the water, it's not on the beach. But as magnet fishing videos rack up views on YouTube, skeptics grumble on Reddit that some of the finds must be fake.
What do you mean?
Kane may just be lucky. He's hauled up bicycles, guns, grenades, and jewelry from the New York waterways.
boy,
I don't fucking doubt that at all. Like,
I don't either, but oh boy, waterlogged guns. You know, water to burn the guns.
I mean, it's like all probably murder weapons, been discarded into the waterways.
Oh yeah, look at this cool gun. I killed 50 orphans.
And it says that they plan to take their soggy money to the Bureau of Engraving and Printing in
Soggy
Washington
money
to
spins,
redeem
bro.
it. Yeah, though he acknowledged some portion of the bills will likely be too damaged to recover. They have ideas, though, for spending whatever they end up with, including a new vehicle, upgrades to the equipment they use to produce content, and prostitutes.
Yeah. Stronger magnets to attract the prostitutes.
So does that mean somebody was walking with a safe full of money and tripped? Oh,
No, somebody
Never getting it
probably
back.
stole it from somewhere and got scared and threw it in the water. Probably dumped it out of a
I'm a
vehicle.
pirate. And I don't bury it, I bury it at sea.
I'm a real pirate now.
Find it in the salt.
I'm sure it was probably, they just can't determine where it came from. It was too damaged, but it was probably, I would assume, stolen from somewhere and like someone's home or business. And then they got scared or they figured they'd come back for it and they hid it in the...
It's D.B. Cooper's money. He jumped out instead of with bags of money, but with a whole fucking safe. It's a cover up. It's a cover up. He
I
jumped out with
recently
a
saw
whole
something or watched something or listened to something about D.B. Cooper, and they're like the theory on who he was, like somebody else famous. There was some for doing some other criminal activity that they think might have been D.B. Cooper. Now I can't remember who it was. You just brought that up, and I thought about that. But, so nothing of
substance
there. Just I remember. Oh, we'll have to look into that maybe.
Just a thought fart.
Yeah, thought farts.
Loop.
All right, more Sky News. Man who ran through Virgin Australia plane naked and knocked over attendant arrested.
So the plane was virgin, but not now?
Yeah, I guess not. He penetrated that plane, dude.
Oh my god!
And knocked over an attendant. Australian police officers said the man knocked over an attendant during his sprint on Virgin Australia flight from Perth to Melbourne. Australian officers said the man knocked over an attendant during his sprint. With same paragraph again.
Blimey.
Police were waiting at Perth Airport when the Virgin Australia flight circled back. After being detained, he was transferred to hospital for assessment, where he remains. It is unclear how or where the passenger removed his clothes. He's been ordered to appear in court on 14 June. Wow, man, I fucking hate the way Europeans and Australians do that shit. Can't be June 14. 14 June! Yeah, that flows off the tongue real well. Fuck y'all. I get it. There's more of you. Fuck you anyway. And has not been formally charged. Virgin Australia apologised to guests impacted by the disruptive passenger in a statement. I don't know, impacted by the passenger feels like a poor...
Sexually Active Airlines Australia.
Anyway, that's all of that article.
So, what do you mean? It was unclear how he took his clothes off.
Yeah, we don't know what he stripped.
We don't know anything that's going on. Wait, what are we talking about?
What is nudity?
I don't know, but I know it when I see it.
I have to see it to know it.
All right, I have one from the New York Post. Catholic priest who threw a wild orgy where male hooker OD'd on erectile dysfunction pills learns his fate.
What the fuck?
Where to say what? Wait, go.
That sounds like a fever dream.
It says Catholic priest who threw wild orgy where male hooker OD'd on erectile dysfunction pills learns fate. A Catholic priest who hosted an out-of-control orgy where a male prostitute overdosed on erectile dysfunction pills.
He died how he lived.
And was mutilated, was sentenced to 18 months in prison in Poland on Tuesday.
Oh, I think we covered this originally, dude. Like, I think we covered, like, but I think this is an update.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we covered a thing about a priest orgy.
The Polish clergyman was assigned to the Church of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Angels.
Yeah, we were lauding these guys for not banging kids.
Oh, I guess so. He landed jail time after being convicted of sexual offenses, supplying drugs, and failing to provide assistance to a person in danger of loss of life or serious bodily harm. He was only officially identified as Tomasz Z because of Polish privacy laws, but the Daily Mail said he was Father Tomasz Zmarzli. Hold on. 1 second. Zmarzli organized the sex party gone awry at his parish-owned apartment in Dabrowa, near the Czech Republic-Poland border in August 2023, according to the Polish outlet Wybors. I'm butchering this. Can you read Polish names?
Borgia? Maybe.
And Reuters. A male prostitute collapsed at the bath after taking too many erectile dysfunction pills, and the priest then threw one of the hooker's buddies out of his home when he wanted to call police.
Go on, get.
The attendee called emergency services anyway, while his unconscious friend remained inside. Good proofreading. When paramedics arrived, the priest refused to allow them inside.
You are not sexy enough to enter orgy. Please, if you to remove your top, flex for daddy a little bit.
See the guy on the floor throbbing.
You not so much. Your partner, you come in. You swing good pole.
The cops were called, and after gaining entrance to the home, authorities found the unconscious prostitute lying on a bed with his lower body severely mutilated.
We get a little crazy.
He was taken to a hospital where he later signed himself out.
Well, see, men had cocaine on penis. We were taking turns snorting off of penis. I thought other friend of mine snort a little too much of cocaine, and then I get mad and stab surface that we are snorting cocaine off of, and I forget that he is friend's penis. Misunderstanding happen all time.
Not bad.
After the incident gained traction in the media, Zmarzli told authorities that the case was only popular because it involved a member of the clergy.
It involved a member, all right.
If something similar had happened to a little-known person with a different profession, no media or clergy, there would be no issue at all, he told the outlet in a statement.
It's Poland!
He was stripped of all church duties, including being an assistant to a youth program and head of the Catholic newspaper. Not even going to try to say that.
First
in late
of all,
September.
He wasn't banging kids. I feel like maybe you should leave him in charge of the youth program.
Oh, he got completely fired.
Just saying, though, low bar, though, for Catholic
Totally
priests.
kicked out. He was arrested in January, charged with 4 offenses. The diocese has been engulfed in scandal since the news broke in September, causing Zmarzli to be discharged from the clergy and Bishop Grzegorz Kazak to step down. Pope Francis accepted Kazak's resignation. Archbishop Adrian Galbus of Katowice, a city nearby, was appointed as administrator of the diocese. That local diocese. In addition to his jail time, Zmarzli was ordered to pay the victim $3,820 and set up a donation to a fund help
Victims of crime.
help victims. That paragraph is
the
sentence is all fucked up. At least they ended the article kind of like abruptly. They just did not proofread, and they probably typed it as fast as they could. But
it was original.
I was like, I thought it was going to be worse than that. When I saw OD and like, I thought like the guy might have passed away, but apparently he's okay, at least. I mean, scarred for life, but
Yeah, I had the complimentary Eucharists that people could eat with the dips, and I had ground up Viagras and put them in dips, and people used Eucharist, and I told him, you eat too much. You're full to bursting, and I don't mean your stomach, friend. Anyway. So I'll bring it down. Here's the depressing story. From the guru of 3D.com. Sounds reputable. It's only a rumor, though.
I made 3D. All of it.
I invented the internet.
I invented all things 3D, all things internet, all things.
Microsoft reportedly ready $16 billion bid to acquire Valve/Steam.
Oh, my. Microsoft?
Yeah.
Holy crap, now they're going to buy Steam?
Well, we'll get to it, but
What?
rumors have recently surfaced suggesting that Microsoft is considering a significant acquisition bid valued at approximately $16 billion for the Valve Corporation, the entity behind major gaming franchises such as Half-Life and Portal, and the operator of the Steam Store. The leading digital distribution
Sleep with
platform
that,
for
man.
PC
Half-Life and
gaming.
Portal has been forever ago now. Come on.
Valve, known for its strong financial performance and dominant market position, primarily due to the success of the Steam store, is estimated to generate over $10 billion annually in revenue. The platform's profitability and extensive extensive user base make it a critical asset in the PC gaming industry. Valve's estimated market valuation stands at around $8 billion, with co-founder CEO Gabe Newell's net worth reportedly exceeding $4 billion, according to Forbes. Despite the high revenue and valuation, these figures do not necessarily reflect the liquidity or cash available to the company or its shareholders or stakeholders. I'll sort of sum up this paragraph, but Microsoft is essentially interested in it because they want to.
They want a monopoly.
They want a monopoly. Yeah, it says they want a foothold in PC gaming, but essentially they want a monopoly in PC gaming. And Valve is like the best way to do it. However, though, in the positive side, there are several complications that might hinder such an acquisition. Since Valve has always been privately owned, it lacks the public financial transparency that would provide a clear picture of its total market value, including the value of its intellectual properties like Counter-Strike, Dota, and Half-Life. Industry estimates suggest that Valve's value could be well over $16 billion, which may render Microsoft's rumor offer as undervalued. Without going into it, like that's probably what it's going to be. Is the dude that owns the primary,
the main guy, guys, all the meetings
probably isn't going to sell it.
He probably won't. He probably doesn't want to.
He probably won't. And like, dude, there will be that's a good way to make things like Humble and all that, and like other things, like Epic Games and stuff like that. People will just leave Steam. Yeah, people will leave Steam en masse. I play a lot of Steam. Like that's most of the games I play now. I play through Steam. But if Microsoft buys it, I'll keep my library, but I won't be purchasing anything else.
I won't be purchasing anything else if Microsoft buys the best Steam.
Micro Steam.
Sorry, that was the theme song to that.
Yeah.
To your life if Microsoft buys Steam. That was the theme to just that particular
Jake's
section
Day
of
on
your
Steam.
life. Like when that happens.
Yeah, and you just see me getting progressively sad and then like moving my Steam wallet over to Epic Games.
I've never used Epic or GOG. And isn't it called GOG?
I think so, dude. I got a free game on I think Epic. It was I got the Army of Darkness game that I still haven't fucking played.
And it's already I think the one that's like an online game.
Yeah,
I think that they're already shutting the fucking servers down.
Yeah, which sucks.
Damn, I haven't been out that long, had it?
Not really.
I might be wrong, but I heard it wasn't doing great. Oh, but guess what is coming out? Excuse me. This is what's coming out my vomit. A Killer Clowns from Outer Space game.
Oh, yeah.
In the style of Dead by Daylight and stuff like that.
I saw that.
It looks awesome.
That does
dude.
look fun.
Yeah.
I want to be Shorty. That's who I want to be.
That's it.
Any of the clowns, dude.
You get to play as a clown. Did you see the part where you as the clown you can be the one with the balloon dog on a leash?
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
yeah,
sniffs people out for you. Yeah. It's awesome. I want to play this.
They also had a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I have that.
Type.
There's a free game on the PSN, and I just haven't played it yet.
Oh, let me know if you do get that. I'll fucking play that online with you.
What, Killer Clowns?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kooky.
It's
Crazy.
kooky. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fun and a blast. Let's go play it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. Just Michael, leave. It's your fault.
Okay.
Here's one from NPR. A Baltimore area teacher is accused of using AI to make his boss appear racist. A Maryland high school athletic director is facing criminal charges after police say he used artificial intelligence to duplicate the voice of Pikesville High School principal Eric Eiswert, leading the community to believe Eiswert said racist and anti-Semitic things about teachers and students. Wow, what an asshat, dude. What the fuck?
Is that what happened to Papa John, too?
We now have conclusive evidence that the recording was not authentic, Baltimore County Police Chief Robert McCullough told reporters during a news conference Thursday. It's been determined the recording was generated through the use of artificial intelligence technology.
I want examples of what he said.
Dazon Darian, 31, was arrested Thursday on charges of stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, and retaliation against a witness after a months-long investigation from the Baltimore County Police Department. Sorry. Is months-long a one word?
I don't think so.
Months-long. That's what threw me off right there in that sentence. After a months-long investigation.
God, we're all fucking Ron Burgundy, dude. We're just reading whatever we see on the screen.
Yeah. Attempts to contain Darian or... Contain. Wow. Redo. Attempts to contact Darian or Eiswert for comment were not successful. The wild headline, making details of this case aside, it emphasizes the serious potential for criminal misuse of artificial intelligence that experts have been warning about for some time, said Haney Farid, a professor at the University of California, Berkeley, who specializes in digital forensics.
Does he specialize in digital racism?
Apparently.
I want to know what
Allegedly.
I want to know what the voice said, like to make him appear racist. Because is this to make
It
him
said
seem
racist and anti-Semitic.
toward-
I mean, it's probably some pretty bad stuff.
Yeah, but like toward the coach. Like, is it supposed to seem like he's having conversations with the coach that are bad? Like,
I don't know. Yeah, like what did he do? Did he make it sound like?
I told you, Ron Leibowitz needs to be an equipment manager. That's it. Jews can't play football or basketball or whatever you coach.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if he made it out like he was recording him in a conversation or something. Farid said he helped analyze the recording for police. Baltimore County Police also consulted with another analyst and experts at the FBI. Their conclusion was that the recording was suspicious and unlikely to be authentic. For just a few dollars, anyone can harness artificial intelligence to make audio and visual deepfakes.
It was probably
Stakes are high, but deepfake detection software doesn't always get it right.
So it's like, what if it was like, was it really bad, like AI or something? He's like, it sounds normal. It's like, let me tell you, you need to recruit more blacks because they were like, is it just?
I don't like him because he's Jewish.
For just $1 a day, you can frame your boss of racism.
Yeah. This Baltimore area case is not a canary in the coal mine. I think the canary has been dead for quite a while, Farid said. It says, what's so particularly poignant here is that this is a Baltimore school principal. This is not Taylor Swift. It's not Joe Biden. It's not Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah.
It's just some guy trying to get through his day, he said. It shows you the vulnerability. How anybody can create that stuff and they can weaponize it against anybody.
I think they need to reopen Papa John.
He said his scheme began
He
in
was Papa
January
John. No, there's no
in an
Papa.
attempt to retaliate against Eiswert. Investigators wrote in the charging documents. That's all it says. We already knew that.
He went out for a pack of smokes. And
They were at odds with each other over Darian's work performance challenges. Whatever. The dude, he took the wrong route. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
You want to hear about?
Lay it on me.
You want to hear about escaped
Bling.
animals or cheese racing?
Cheese racing.
Is this where they chase the wheel down the hill?
Yeah.
Yes. I like watching
Sky
that.
News.
I like
Cheese
watching that.
rolling. Dairy-loving daredevils descend on Cooper's Hill in Gloucestershire for annual race.
Oh man, I was watching a thing a while back. There was like shit tons of people doing that now. Like they'd like really gone up in numbers and popularity. Tons of people get fucked up doing that too.
Or get drunk as fuck and then...
No, like get fucked up falling down the hill.
Physically.
Yeah, like trying to run down that hill after the cheese. And then they fucking flip and land on their necks and shit. And
What happened to you? I ran down the hill after the
I was
cheese.
trying to catch the cheese.
What's the incentive, though, man? Like,
Catch the cheese, you get
Do you-
something. I think
Do you get the cheese? Do you get, like, if you win, do you get all of the cheese?
I think you get.
You catch the cheese is yours.
I don't know. Read the article and you tell us.
The rough and tumble race is notoriously dangerous, with bumps and bruises almost guaranteed for the many reckless cheese chasers who tend to fall down the hill rather than run.
Cheeseheads.
Yeah.
They don't. That made it sound like they choose. No, they fall. They try to run.
Competitors ran, slid, and tumbled down the near vertical incline in an effort to catch up with a 7-pound wheel of double Gloucestershire, a semi-hard cheese renowned for its strong and savory flavor.
I've heard of the people that have actually been hit by the wheel at the bottom too and gotten injured.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I want to, dude, alright, I'm going to have to eat some double Gloucestershire cheese to see if it's worth chasing.
Known for its
Any
centrifugal
cheese is
force.
worth chasing, my friend.
Yeah.
Not all cheeses are created
Cheddar
equal.
chasing. Shit's amazing.
Maybe not off-brand craft singles.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
That's
you
not-
know what I meant. Real cheese here. God. Gotta be twisting my words about the craft singles
I
and
don't know.
the...
I don't like blue cheese.
Oh, I do.
I chase a Baby
It's not
Bell.
my favorite, though.
I love blue cheese.
I'd chase some. I'd chase some Gouda.
Blue cheese is one of those ones. It's good when it's like complimentary, like melted and you're dipping shit in it.
Yeah, but would you chase a wheel of it? You fucking want a wheel of that shit?
Or it's melted on a burger.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that might
good.
be alright.
You chase a wheel of blue cheese.
I would chase it with blue cheese.
Yeah.
I love blue
What
cheese.
is it a hard cheese? It's not hard. It's very soft, right?
They cut it out of
You could
wedges.
probably freeze
don't
it. You can harden it, man.
For
You
sure.
can harden it for me, if you know what I mean. Come on over here, Jake.
I chase a Baby Bell, but it'd probably get lost in the grass.
Baby Bell. 3,000 people chasing one little Baby Bell. Baby Bell down the fucking hill, and they're like,
All up at each other.
I want to see 3,000 baby bells chasing one dude down a hill.
oh, that'd be.
Oh, fuck!
It's like you can recreate this in Skyrim. I just realized.
Yeah, you could. Did you ever see the dude
Cheese
who
chasing
did
people down the
did
hills.
the cheese Santa? He had like the flying wagon, and it would just produce cheese every week.
No, I want. Is that a mod?
Yeah, he did that to where he like crashed the game because he put too much cheese in it.
Oh man, so
He's just like
Santa Claus
sailing across.
flying
Yeah,
around.
that's what he was doing. He even put on that little hat that looks like the Santa hat.
Yeah, and cheese is just flying out of his
Yeah.
carriage.
Just spawns cheese. It's just
It's like raining.
Yeah.
cheese wheels, like whole cheese wheels.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think like
see
every
this.
type you have because like there's the multiple cheeses.
I think that might, out of all the weird ones I've heard, that one like is probably my second favorite to the Macho Dragon.
Yeah, the Macho Dragon and Zoidberg Mud Crab.
Oh yeah, the Zoidberg mud crabs. Yeah, but the Macho Dragon just.
Yeah. Dragon.
I just love at the beginning when the echo is off in the distance. It's like it's like real quiet. And it's like Macho Man is coming for you, and they're like, "What was that?"
Yeah!
I don't think the Dovahkiin could have taken like Macho Man out of the one, dude. That's just too much.
Macho Dragon's crazy, dude.
The rough and ready race is notoriously dangerous with bumps and bruises. Oh, yeah, well, already went there. The emergency services did not attend this year's event. Oh, fuck, so this was extreme cheese chasing. But said they would respond to call-outs. Few competitors managed to stay on their feet all the way down the 200 yards. I could say
If you fall, you're out, right?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you're dead.
200-yard hill in Brockworth in southwest of England.
I saw a video of one guy actually getting all the way down and winning.
Oh, dude.
Did you take a bite?
Look at these pictures. These pictures are pretty... That dude looks like he's about to swanton that guy's nuts.
Everybody just fucking, I mean, they wipe out hard, dude, and then they just go flipping and flying down the hill.
I love this title, though, dude.
Or
It's
like,
like,
oh, cheese and crackers.
the race begins when the so-called, quote, master of cheese, end quote, rolls a double Gloucestershire down the hill. Dude, I want to be the master of cheese.
You can be, Jake.
Yeah, I could be. I
Follow your dreams.
get popular enough, I can like sit there and be the honorary master of cheese.
I'm just saying, man, if you really want to be the master of cheese, you can be the master of cheese.
Thanks, man.
I love you.
Love you too, man.
That's beautiful.
The competitors then follow, with the first one to make it to the bottom getting to keep the cheese. Hey, you do get to keep the cheese.
Yes, I thought you did.
Hey, man. You should be the master of cheese if you get to be the one who keeps the cheese.
I wonder if maybe they get to be the master of cheese next year.
I gotta go to this race, dude. I gotta start training.
Good.
I gotta start cheese chasing. I need a Rocky montage of cheese chasing.
Here, take this cheese. You, the master of cheese. Shouldn't use it.
With your cheese mastery.
Use it. With your powers in cheese.
This year's hill was especially slippery and muddy after recent rain. Members of a local rugby club lined up at the bottom to catch the tumbling competitors. 3 men's downhill races and 1 women's downhill race took place between midday and 1:30 p.m.
That's probably the best people to use to catch them. You see rugby players?
Oh,
Boy,
yeah,
them
dude.
boys is thick.
Thick boys.
Not to sound un-American, but rugby's just like way cooler than football.
Oh, it's way cool. It's awesome. We actually downloaded Rugby 2022.
Yeah.
So there's a fucking video game. Obviously, it's not AAA because, none of the big companies are going to make a rugby game. But we started trying to play that motherfucker, dude. I didn't even know all the distinct rules of rugby. Like, Biz actually played some rugby.
Yeah.
But, I was like, good God, this is complicated. And, the fucking controls... Y'all should check it out sometime with me. It's all right. It's ridiculous. Trying to throw the ball back behind you to people and
Yeah, I wish it had been popular here, dude. I think I would have got into that.
Oh, dude, you would have been fucking. You're you personality wise and everything. You're built for rugby. You would have loved it. I bet.
I think so, dude.
But it's Destiny allows in cheese.
Yeah. Now I got to be cheese master and make up for this missed opportunity.
Well, as long as you got to go catch the cheese first.
Yeah.
No problem.
Can you do it?
You already told me I can.
I mean, you can do it. You can do
it. Winners of the 3 men's races included local man Josh Shepard, as well as competitors from Germany and Australia. So we got a German and Australian cheese. So a German and Australian cheese master and a man named Josh Shepard, who I'm assuming is English, but they don't identify him.
This is old Josh Shepard.
He's universal.
Yeah. He is the alpha and omega of Josh Shepard's. American YouTuber I Show Speed was among those who took part in one of the men's races. And
I Show Speed. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's his name. And paid a visit to the medical tent after suffering bruising on his way down the hill.
Oh, poor guy.
Abby Lamp from North Carolina in the U.S. won the women's race. Hey, American Cheese Master. By rolling down the hill at a speed that left the rest of the field far behind.
Oh, you want another thing that'll spark your interest, Jake? Since you're liking this cheese chasing. We found another... We did a deep dive a while back on YouTube, and we started looking at some, watching some videos of some obscure sports. And then it just, opened this rabbit hole for us, recommending all this shit.
Uh-huh.
Well, we found one where there's a competition, and I think it's in... Sweden or maybe Finland.
All right.
But it's a wife carrying race.
Oh, I've heard about that.
And the chicks hang on their backs. They wrap their legs around their necks and they hang upside down. And the dudes have to run and do an obstacle course and carrying their wives. At one point they had to jump into a pool of water. And if they're carrying them upside down, their wives' heads are underwater as they're moving through the...
That's just an
they're just the women are just backpacks holding onto them. They're
I take my baby across the bridge.
That and there's another, I can't remember the name of it right now because I think it's some kind of Thai name, but it's volleyball, but all they use is their feet.
This is their wives.
No, they use their feet.
Spike!
Serve, kick it back and forth. It's like volleyball cross hacky sack. And they do these jumping flip kicks and shit.
Ow.
So it's the ringers of Muay Thai practitioners.
Yeah, I mean, there's an American team. I was very surprised. But go ahead, sorry. I completely went off track.
You just have to roll, said Miss Lamp, and graduated from North Carolina State University.
Just have to roll.
She won in 2022. This is a 2-time cheese master.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
She added, there's a little bit of pain, but it's just going to be temporary. There's a little bit of pain, but it's just going to be temporary. cheese is forever.
Is that what she said?
No, I had to add that.
I wish she said that.
Should have.
Fuck.
Should have lied.
Yeah,
You should have lied.
I would have felt better.
Dozens of children and adults also competed in safer and slower, but no less grueling. I want these kids to be fucking brutalizing each other over some cheese. Some of these kids are probably the size of a cheese wheel.
I want them to sound like the grape lady.
Grueling uphill versions of the race, which are traditionally held on a late May national holiday. The annual cheese rolling event in Gloucestershire is believed to have been taking place for centuries, though its exact origin is unknown. The first written evidence of the event was found in a message that was sent to the Gloucestershire town crier in 1826.
How do you chase a wheel of cheese uphill?
I don't know. I guess those rugby players are pitching that bitch up there. I just want to hear the town crier talk about, like...
This is like roll the R.
Oh, dude. Oh, no, that's what happens. The cheese rolls down the hill. The rugby players throw the children at it.
Yeah, by their pants and their shirt. It's like when they're fucking...
Pitching them out of a bar.
Yeah.
However, it is said to have been an old tradition even back then, so it was old by 1826 when they sent a message to the town crier.
Our old buddy Jason did that one time at a Danzig concert.
Oh, pitched a dude?
Yeah. Fucking, he was standing over to the side away from the pit and stuff because he didn't want to be in it. And this one kid kept like fucking moshing and like doing shit and like coming way outside of everything, not staying. And he kept running into Jason. He just like, kept like this face like, what the fuck? And then finally, the next time he ran into him, he just grabbed a hold of him by his shirt and his pants and just fucking threw him back in the pit area. It was pretty funny. Sorry. Continue.
I
want to hear
what
more.
they think the origin is. Some believe it started as a way of claiming grazing rights on the ground around Cooper's Hill.
Whoever gets this cheese.
That's their ship. Their sheep graze here for a year.
Whosoever catches the cheese.
Mine.
While others think it could have been a fertility ritual.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
I mean,
That's pretty cool.
You can graze here or you can come here, but you can't do both. Around 20 miles away from Cooper's Hill on Monday, competitors in the town of Tutbury carried sacks of wool weighing up to 60 pounds over a 240-yard course up and down the steep Gumstool Hill.
Gumstool?
Yeah,
That's a cool name for a hill.
Cool name for a disease.
all the hill names.
For all hill names I've heard, man,
heard.
that's a pretty good one. Gumstool.
I don't know why they just decided to tack this on at the end, but now it's... The Tetbury Woolsack races have been held since 1972, drawing on a local tradition dating back to the 17th century in the historic wool trading town. They decided to put those last two paragraphs in there with,
Yeah.
in case you're interested in woolsack races.
Because they brought up the grazing rights.
Oh, yes.
It was a segue.
Like
I mean,
this.
the only named hill around where we grew up, Michael, that I can remember was Hoover Hill. That doesn't compare to, what was it?
What, a graveyard hill? Or is it?
Gumstool.
Gumstool. Come on, Hoover Hill, Gumstool. I want something like Gumstool. I want Bear Satchel Hill. Or, I don't know, Beaver Snatch.
Stucksack Gulch.
Yeah.
Tasty Cake Tavern. I
No.
don't know what I'm talking about.
Get the fuck out. No, but well, I'm about out, really.
I got a lot, dude. I've got so many. Like, I can save all of my, various horses loose story.
Actually, I have one more.
And zebra escape stories.
I actually have one more I forgot about here. This is from AP. Rare 7-foot fish washed ashore in Oregon's coast garners worldwide attention. It says in Gerhardt, Oregon, a massive rare fish thought to only live in temperate waters in the southern hemisphere has washed up on Oregon's northern coast, drawing crowds of curious onlookers intrigued by the unusual sight. The 7.3-foot hoodwinker sunfish first appeared on the beach in Gerhardt on Monday. The Seaside Aquarium said in a media release it was still on the beach on Friday and may remain there for weeks. The aquarium said it is difficult for scavengers to puncture its tough skin. And it's funny because when I found this article, I also saw a short someone did about it. I didn't watch the short on YouTube, but I saw it, and their like tag was "World's Dumbest Fish." I don't know why they were attacking the sunfish like that.
I mean,
he probably was just sick or died and washed up on the shore. But photos provided.
Look at that dumbass fish trying to breathe air.
God, stupid ass.
Stupid. Supposed to be in temperate water. He's up there in the Oregon.
You ain't got no legs. You bald boy.
He's on the ground. This don't belongs on the ground. That belongs in the waters where the other fish
I didn't even
is.
shake my willy at him. He didn't think I was a worm or nothing.
Yeah. Photos provided by the aquarium showed a flat,
Michael
round,
Suckett,
gray fish lying on its side in the sand. Photos of a person kneeling next to it and another of a pickup truck parked next to it gave a sense of its large scale and size. The stir it has created on social media prompted a New Zealand-based researcher who has studied sunfish to contact the aquarium. After looking at photographs of the fish, Marion Nygaard was able to confirm that it was indeed a hoodwinkle sunfish, rarer than the more common ocean
I don't
sunfish.
trust them.
And said she believed it may be the largest sunfish ever sampled, according to the aquarium. In research published in 2017, Nygaard discovered their genetic sampling and observation that the hoodwinker sunfish, or Mola tecta, that's stupid, hoodwinker sunfish, please, was a different species than the ocean sunfish, Mola. Mola. Tecta in Latin means hidden or disguised, referring to a new species that had been hiding in plain sight, the aquarium said. The hoodwinker sunfish washed ashore on the California coast in 2019. I was like, why are they talking about it now? So they've already had one wash up in California. It was washed ashore again more recently in California and Alaska as well, challenging the theory that it only lives in the southern hemisphere. Oh, so they don't even know if it really only lives in the other.
It's
They're just
hoodwinking
assuming.
It's hoodwinking people.
Yeah.
They don't want
trust that son of a bitch.
But now they know it's in the Pacific Northwest, apparently. And it's a great way to stay in shape. No, but that's the end of the article.
All right, I'll do one more then, because I'll save all, like I said, all the horse escapes. Like I've got horses escaping somewhere, another horse escaping somewhere, then zebra escaping somewhere. Like equestrians are on one, dude.
Horse escapes on a very special episode.
Yeah, the next podcast.
Horse
all
lick.
horses.
Yes. Wait, what?
But this one,
Oh,
You get out.
what's up?
go ahead.
Thai Town, from the AP, Thai Town maddened by marauding monkeys, launches plans to lock them up and send them away.
Damn.
Lopburi, Thailand. A Thai town run ragged by its ever-growing population of marauding wild monkeys. Launched an offensive against the simian raiders on Friday, using trickery and ripe tropical fruit.
Ooh. You know, it would be really weird to live in a place like, you know what I mean? Like,
Where monkeys can just attack en masse.
yeah, like you have that kind of shit happen to you. Like monkeys attacking in groups and stealing your food.
Yeah, you're just walking down the street.
You gotta watch out for a little monkey to steal your fucking water bottle out of your hand.
then you-
Like, I've seen that happen in like a monkey and bird sanctuary. Like,
Turn down the wrong alley, you hear, which is like, what you doing down here, boy?
I just got off work.
they're not all cute and have pet rabbits. And I just saw a short with a cute little monkey that had a pet
Yeah, some of
rabbit.
them put lit cigarettes out on it. Several high-profile cases of monkey-human conflict recently convinced authorities in Lopburi in central Thailand that they had to reduce the animals' numbers. If it all goes well, most will end up behind bars, so monkey prison, a zoo, I guess, before starting a new life elsewhere.
Prison.
The first stage plan.
You know, in those countries like that, they put the monkeys in prison with people. They go to the same prisons.
Oh man, just roving gangs of prison gangs of monkeys.
You're
Like
gonna,
they're all fucking muscular as fuck, wearing little orange jumpsuits.
they can They get their time in the yard, too.
They're leaning on the walls, their arms crossed.
You gonna finish that fruit cocktail?
Don't start a food fight. They don't just throw food.
They throw shit. They throw stinky.
Oh, shit.
The first stage of the plan instituted Friday is to bait cages with the animal's favorite food, then wait for hunger to get the better of their natural caution. There was early success for the catchers on one street with 3 of the macaques, so they're macaques, falling for the ruse and ending up trapped.
Not macaque.
Oh no, you hurt macaque! Then ending up trapped because they had fancied a taste of rambutan fruit, which spelled Rambutan.
I want some.
I do too. If it's good enough to trick a monkey.
Give me a slice.
We're gonna have to Google what that looks like. I've never heard of.
What is it called? I'll look it up while you're writing.
Rambutan.
Rasputin.
Rambutan.
Rambutan. Okay, go ahead.
Fruit. The cages had been placed on the street earlier this week, so the monkeys got used to them and found them less threatening. Oh, so they had cages that empty. Oh, those look like alien testicles or something.
Yeah, they look like testicles straight out of an alien.
Dude,
those aliens probably have 4.
That is probably what Animal from Electric Mayhem's balls look like.
Oh my god, that's true. And the inside too. They look like a fucking boiled egg on the inside.
Yeah. I bet they're delicious though.
Ooh, I bet.
There are thought to be around 2,500 monkeys running around the town. The capture of the unlucky trio and around 30 others, which would still leave it well above 2,400.
God.
Trapped in other parts of the town, slightly pared down that total. Yeah, very slightly. And then the article ends.
Man.
Article ends.
Article ends. So, got a couple of good movies in last night.
Yeah.
And, I watched Damsel.
Oh, yeah.
Biz. Me and Biz watched Damsel.
That looked pretty decent. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it's got Millie Bobby Brown from, Stranger Things fame. Those of you that don't know, I'm sure everybody fucking knows who Millie Bobby Brown is. Come on. But anyway, yeah, it's actually pretty fucking cool, dude. I was pretty impressed. Like, it's like a old school, like, very old school, like, fantasy premise. You know what I mean? Like,
aren't they like?
I don't want to ruin it for you, but you want me to tell you about it? Like, the premise of it?
Like, toss her in a pit and gotta feed her to something.
This fucking king, it doesn't tell in the beginning, but the king, it shows this king like centuries before, and they're going in the riding, it shows them riding, and they go into this cave, and there's this dragon, and they're trying to fight this dragon. It obviously just like destroys all of his men.
Is he the last one?
He's the only one there.
Here's the
I am the last one.
She's actually the last one of her kind for real.
She is the last one.
But the king like gets on his knees and begs her. Well, apparently he makes this pact.
Okay.
For his kingdom because they came to this island. This dragon already lived there. But you come to find out it's not just like they made a deal and it was like more peace. They made it out that it was more peaceful than what it actually was. And his soldiers, like, they went after the dragon, just trying to get rid of it because they were trying to build a kingdom on this island. And they went after it. They went into its hole and, like, killed her young, her babies when they were, like, hatching and they were, like, last of her kind or whatever. And, so they make this pact where he, like, begs her for his life and all this stuff. So every generation in his bloodline has to give her 3 girls to kill.
Yeah, okay.
But they've been, like, cheating and, like, having people marry girls from other kingdoms. And then they do this ritual. And they cut their hand. This whole big ritual thing up above the cave and, like,
yeah, I remember this.
They cut their hand. They mix their blood. So when she smells it, because she can smell his bloodline, and like they toss the girls in, she smells the blood because they become part of that bloodline mixed.
Yeah,
and they've been deceiving her all this time and shit. And it's like, but it's a cool ass. It's cool, man. I was like pleasantly surprised. I didn't go in with any like high expectations or anything.
I get you.
I was just kind of like, let's see how this is. And, Robin Wright. Is she still Robin Wright Penn? Is she still married to Sean? Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
I don't know who Sean Penn is. I don't know who this...
Robin Wright. She played Buttercup.
On what?
In Princess Bride.
Oh, okay.
But she's like the queen. And there was just some other dude with a face. I don't know who he was. And then, yeah. Anyway, it's good. You should check it out. And obviously, I finally got to see Godzilla -1.
Which rules? Fucking masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Probably.
Every part of it. The story, the acting, the design of Godzilla. He looks like a newer version of the what's it called? More cat features from what was it, 90s?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 90s and early, and right before the 2000s changed to him, because then they did Monsters All Out Attack and all that stuff, and then they changed him in Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla and Final Wars and all that stuff. But the more cat-like features with the cheeks, you know what I mean? He kind of has that look to him, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, I can see that.
A little bit. Oh man, it's so good though. The parts where he fucking powers up to do his fucking blast, and on his spines are start popping up and turning blue.
Well, they also did a thing too where his origin is kind of a mix of things, because it seems like he's always been around, because when he shows up at first, he's smaller and more agile.
Yeah.
And that was really cool, but it seems like, I guess, the radiation from the nuclear blast is probably what caused him to mutate into the gargantuan monster he is, because he was probably more, T-Rex size when you first see him?
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger. But he was not like he was later in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they showed his regenerative powers and shit.
Yeah.
And they blast him that fucking mine goes in his mouth and they shoot the mine and blow it up.
That kind of shocked me.
And it's his face is all fucked up, and then it's he just immediately starts healing.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see Godzilla Wolverine.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was cool. But dude, what sold me on the trailer when I first saw it was just a still from that scene where you see his head and his mouth just opens by the fishing boat. I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's fucking horrifying. I have to see that.
And the scene in Ginza when he destroys Ginza.
Yeah.
That part is crazy, dude. That the way they show the destruction and everything, and when he does his blast, and the way they show the people standing so far away from it, and when he does his blast, it causes that explosion and the shockwave, just fucking everybody up, and it's good, dude.
Well, and like you said too earlier when we were talking about the human story being great, because a lot of times, I know you say the human story is always pretty good, but
not always. But I'm saying what do you compare it to the Legendary? Have you been interested, besides Bryan Cranston's part in the first Godzilla, Legendary Godzilla? Have you been very interested in any of the human stories at all?
Yeah, I don't care. Like I said, in that first one...
Toho's more consistent with,
for sure,
making you care about the people, too.
If Bryan Cranston had lived in that movie, though, then...
Yes.
Then you would have loved that.
I think that was the biggest mistake. They should have just kept him. I don't know why they had to kill him off.
Because they had to get the cheaper actor that had the charisma of, drying paint.
Well, he's usually good, though. It's Kick-Ass.
Is he? Well, he sucked in that movie.
Yeah. He's the guy who played Kick-Ass.
Terrible. Give a fuck about his kids.
He's been good in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he was not. Yeah, I don't know if he just wasn't. His heart wasn't in it or what.
Yeah, and he was only good in the scenes with his dad. The scenes with his dad, you kind of cared about him. As soon as his dad's dead, you're like, hey, fuck this guy.
Although, what's his name? Watanabe.
Oh yeah, no, he was great too.
He was good, but he's in all
Ken
of
Watanabe?
them. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Watanabe, and he's in all of them though, right?
Don't they kill him off in one of them?
I know he's in the one with King of Monsters. Isn't that the one with Ghidorah?
Yeah, but don't they kill him off in that one or something? I don't remember. It's been a while.
I don't know. He's always awesome though.
But yeah, no, that -1 fucking great, dude. And then also because sometimes they go back and forth depending on what version of Godzilla it is. It is whether he's the antagonist or the protagonist.
Yeah.
And in between,
protector of the earth or not, and
And they did a good job making it like you wanted to see Godzilla be defeated.
This is almost like a remake of Gojira.
It pretty much is, but like I said, you wanted to see Godzilla be defeated. You cared about the people.
Yeah. The kamikaze pilot guy, he did a great job, dude. Like all his like PTSD issues and stuff, and like, yeah, it was good. It was really good. I mean, and Biz had actually never watched a Godzilla movie, and like that's the first Godzilla movie Biz has seen. So I mean, that's a good one to start on.
It is, but it's also a high bar. Now a lot of them are not gonna reach that level.
What's it called? Is it the Heisei? Oh man, I always get the eras mixed up. I'll look it up real quick. There's like they split them into eras.
Yeah, I know.
So Bryan Cranston was in one?
He was in the legendary.
Yeah,
Godzilla.
those like the current stuff they've been doing, the
Like
American
the American
movies.
Jesse!
I call it legendary.
Godzilla!
Legendary. They call it that. The Showa era is what I was thinking of. 54 through 75. So a lot of when it got real goofy.
Yeah.
Like doing the dance and shit, and like the one where he goes on his tail and slides and does the kick and shit. You know what I mean? Like getting way out there and Jaguar. I mean, all that stuff's fun though, dude.
Yeah.
But you watch it for what it is. You're not expecting it to be, and it's just monsters fucking beating the hell out of each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But like in a more comical, like they're throwing punches. It's like they're like,
It's great.
It's awesome. But like I recently watched again because YouTube. First, it was just like MST3K on their official site. They started doing like forever-a-thons, and they're constantly playing live MST3K episodes constantly. Now all these other things are doing it. Shout TV's doing it. There's one doing Godzilla movies. There's one doing what is it? That one guy. Oh, what was his name? Or the weird puppet shows and like that fucking alien cop show we watched a little bit of. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's made stuff since the 60s. And a lot of it was like the puppet style stuff like Thunderbirds and like what Team America was based off of. But like, I mean, there are all kinds of them. So like I've been watching the Godzilla one and I caught, what is it called now? The first one with King Caesar in it.
I don't remember a lot of these names, dude.
And I forgot how cool that one was. And King Caesar's like just fucking wild, dude. Like his fucking floppy ears and like... But I forgot that he was like a protective like god that these certain set of people on this island like worshipped, and like there's this whole story with there's this idol and they're gonna put it on use it to wake him up.
Yeah,
it's Mecha Godzilla. It's Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla, the first one, the first time Mecha Godzilla ever appeared. That's what it is. And
you have to get this. You have to get that idol, or else Olmec won't give you like the prize.
Right
on Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yep.
You won't be able to get like your camping set because you're not part of the Green Monkeys.
And I saw another one that I hadn't seen forever too, where they're fighting Ghidorah, and it's like Mothra. They're waking up Mothra, so Mothra will go and help, like bring Rodan and Godzilla together because they're not going to be able to beat King Ghidorah unless they work together. And so, but Rodan and Godzilla are fighting each other, and it's fucking hilarious, dude. They're like. They get like this fucking like tantrum fit against each other in this scene. Yeah. It's so fucking goofy, dude. Like Rodan's sitting there going meow, meow, like flapping his wings, and fucking Godzilla's like kicking rocks at him and kicking them into his head and shit. And then like he's smacking them back and hitting him in the face, and they're just like throwing rocks back and forth. And like it's fucking goofy as fuck, dude. And then like Mothra is still a caterpillar. She shows up and she's like she's wiggling over, and she's like me, me, like they're talking and they're. Their languages, but they're like they won't reconcile. Like the little women can understand what they're saying.
Yeah,
and they're talking about like Godzilla says he's not gonna do it unless Rodan apologizes. So it's like it's just like fucking goofy as fuck, but they're like so fun. But then after that, the Heisei era because like what was it like 75 to 80 something? They didn't make any. Yeah. 75 to 84, they didn't make any more. When that started the Heisei era, and that's when it got a little more serious again. Like 84 Godzilla. That was the one with the beginning was like the cartoon with the deer. You remember that? Standing, and then his foot's like when it smashes it and blood. But that's how it kind of like starts before the movie starts. But that's when they started getting a little bit more serious, all the way up through '95. You know, with some of the best ones, like versus Destroya and all that shit. Like Biolante, I think was during that.
I think so.
That one was really cool. That's one of the coolest monsters, dude.
Oh, Biolante?
Yeah. And Destroya is cool too. Destroya! But anyway, we've gone on a while about Godzilla now. Sorry.
No, it's fine, man.
I'm super, super gay for Godzilla, so, you know.
So how bad did you feel?
I just want to see it. No, I'm just kidding. What now?
How bad did you feel in the old movies where where King Kong Palpatined him?
Oh. Yeah.
Because they did the two movies, like didn't King Kong beat him in the first one, and there's a sequel where Godzilla comes back.
I don't think there's a sequel, is there?
I thought there was, or either that or it's a really long movie.
You ever seen War of the Gargantuans? It's not either of them. It's just like, it's just two big, weird, giant
No, I haven't seen it.
Sasquatch cavemen looking things.
I don't think officially the big ape that fought Godzilla was technically King Kong. They called it King Kong and like.
Well, they had to make him bigger because at that time King Kong was nowhere near the size of Godzilla.
Oh, no, not at all.
They're gonna really legendary. Is a new one out?
I think it's been out. I think it's come out and gone already, dude.
Oh, really?
I feel like.
I heard nothing. I think -1 like destroyed all the hype behind that movie.
I'm sure it did. Because
there's no way that movie's gonna be as good as -1.
I haven't really liked them. I haven't liked the American Godzillas. Recently.
Why? Like Godzilla's wearing like a golden gauntlet. It's like he's got the fucking golden fleece from God of War.
Yeah, I know they fight like they go back to. I know the premise is essentially they go back to the center of the earth.
Yeah, there's like the big orangutan king
and then
thing.
There's some evil scarred up monkey.
Yeah,
that they got to fight.
I think that's the orangutan guy. I think he's like the leader. He's real bad. He's a bad guy, man. It's just dumb because orangutans are so gentle and like, make it a fucking chimpanzee. Those motherfuckers will eat your face.
I just don't feel like King Kong needs help fighting another monkey.
Well, he has an army of monkeys with him.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. There's a bunch of monkeys.
Sure.
There's a bunch of them. Can you imagine the size of those turds?
Dude, I've already told you. They're fucking cowards for not having... They should have shown Godzilla shoot his plasma breath at some point. King Kong should have had to do like a double take, like look around, and then it should have panned back to Godzilla's face. Big turd hits it.
I still don't... The one thing
like,
about it...
King Kong should have thrown turds at Godzilla.
They made King Kong cool, and they made a good explanation of him getting bigger, like in Kong Island or whatever, Skull Island. He was like younger and smaller.
Yeah.
But like, but still, even the way they like, you take Godzilla Toho, no way that Godzilla and Toho would keep Godzilla. I mean, King Kong could win. But even the way they describe what through the legendary films of what Godzilla is and how he works. It still just doesn't feel like to me that fucking King Kong could stand a chance against him. Like, you know what I mean? He is like a... I don't know.
I'll see your logical argument, Nathan, and I'll raise you big monkey.
Yeah. He is a big monkey. I mean, gorillas could probably fuck up a lot of shit. Like, I've heard discussions about that, too, when people are talking about, like, a silverback fighting a bear or something like that. Like,
but big monkey.
Big-ass monkey. That's all you need to know.
Dude, I don't know. If there's a large barrel around anywhere, I feel like...
Large barrel.
Feel like Godzilla...
If he's standing here, Godzilla is standing in front of him, and behind Godzilla is a giant pile of bananas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of factors.
How much fiber has King Kong had? How many turds and how hard are they?
Yeah.
See, and that would have been...
Skull Island is as big as he is. Shouldn't that island been, like, covered in shit?
Well, here's another thing, too, dude. If they had actually used the idea of Godzilla being hit by a turd, like they should have, it would have been the fucking perfect combo move for when they fought this big king orangutan or whatever, for King Kong to throw a turd at him and Godzilla to light it on fire.
Yeah.
And then a flaming turd hits him. Dude,
I mean,
just wanna
Godzilla's a gentleman. He he pisses and shits when he's in the water.
Yeah, but he can still help a brother out.
But I'm just saying, Kong on an island, he was just shitting everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm still on the where's all the shit covering Skull Island? Is Skull Island made out of giant gorilla shit?
Maybe. Do you think Godzilla shit so much that there might be floating islands of Godzilla shit? Is there an ecosystem that revolves around Godzilla shit? Like, without him, is a major? Well, I mean, I guess he is an antibody to like the monsters or whatever in the legendary. But is there like a whole like group of animals that just scavenge his poops?
I don't know. Because he's the natural predator of those weird things in the first one.
Yeah.
And but wouldn't he be a natural predator of pretty much everything?
Yeah, but I think it was supposed to specifically be like
his main.
Yeah. What do you think eats Godzilla?
That's what I thought they were really going for in that. It was like the whole protector stuff from like Toho did a lot of times.
Imagine the parasites that live in their feces.
Ugh.
Imagine having to fight those.
Oh,
because they're man-sized.
What the hell was that? That was just a parasite.
Some of my favorite scenes from the Peter Jackson King Kong is the part where they're on the island and then the people getting fucked up by the insects and stuff.
Yeah,
like
huge.
the dude, the fucking worms eating
that
that one
guy. Was
guy.
actually pretty good.
Ugh, shit. Another thing, and that it just keeps going from one thing to the next. That just reminded me of Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Whenever he gets the big mosquito on his back and he's like talking and he's like, oh, I'm getting tired, and like yawning, and he turns around and it's like all giant, pulsating, full of blood, and they're like, oh, and he falls on it and it just explodes. That movie is so fucking good, dude. Like, I don't hear anybody talk about that movie. It's like forgotten.
I think my favorite.
I love that fucking.
It was
movie,
good.
dude.
And I think my favorite version of Land of the Lost was like the late '80s, early '90s one.
One when it was on when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good. But fucking Jorma Tacome was fucking Shaka. And he did such a good job as the fucking little monkey guy.
Yeah.
And of course, Danny McBride. He's always fun. I think probably my favorite part though of seeing Danny McBride in a movie though is Your Highness.
Oh yeah, I love
playing a prince, like a useless fucking just like fuck around prince. Oh shit!
I think we're spent, dude.
I think we are, and it's been good. It's been nice. It's been wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having me. Thanks for everything.
Thanks to the Academy.
Julie Newmar. And
Future Cheese Master signing off.
yeah.
Future Cheese Masters. We're gonna do this together, guys.
Future Cheese Masters signing off. This has been the Horse Lick Review.